Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for coming to this very special event. I'm Scott Meek, the principal, very proud principal of Northbrook Junior High. This is a special evening. It's something we were saying has probably been going on for about a decade or so. Anytime you have an opportunity to bring together your current community members and then former alumni, it truly is a special thing. I had the pleasure, it's been a few months, it was like September, they had asked me to give a tour to Glenbrook North graduating class, it was their 40th reunion, and they wanted to come back here to their elementary buildings and the junior high, and they wanted to go on a tour. And it was so interesting meeting them in the lobby, and here I'm thinking, geez, we've got a fitness center and a TV studio and all these places we could show them. And they're like, as soon as they came in, don't show us any of the new stuff. We don't want to see any of the new stuff. We want to just go back to where our old places. So I took them to their old science room and took them down to certain rooms down the lower level. But the takeaway for me is the power that we have in this field. We have institutions that can create these really powerful memories with people, hopefully more positive than negative, that stay with people a long, long time. And I think District 28 and the music program does an excellent job of instilling those fond memories. Hopefully that's one of the reasons why you folks have come back to participate in this event, and hopefully it's another reason why you guys are here to watch. So without any further ado, I'm going to pass this over. And before I do, I just want to give a special shout out to our band directors, to Greg, to Bryan, to Carrie, to Kathy, and Jamie. They do such a tremendous job. And coordinating an event like this is also a lot of work, I know. So thank you, and I'll pass it over to Greg Scapillato.
All right, we're going to get going right away because tonight's all about the music, but I do want to say, if you didn't catch it already, we have QR codes with the program highlighting some of our distinguished alumni and directors, and you get to see all the years that are represented. In fact, we have alumni representing every decade back to the 1970s. So just a really great event. We're going to start off with the Star-Spangled Banner, and welcome to the podium our good friend and recently retired colleague, Mr. Doug Schuler. Audience, if you could please stand for the Star-Spangled Banner. As I said earlier, to start out, tonight's all about the music. And with all our alumni sitting here, and of course our current students, we're all playing these pieces together, right? But we're all bringing our own stories of our own memories of our band experiences. And those stories sometimes weave together in interesting ways. And so I didn't plan this in the program on purpose, but it's very fitting. Our next conductor, who's going to come to the podium, is a graduate and now a colleague. So recently we welcomed back Mrs. Jamie Zimniok as a director. So if you please welcome her to the podium for Jungle Dance. So as I was saying, you know, playing together, doing this music thing, so many great stories. If you are an alumni parent, could you raise your hand? Where are alumni parents in here? Yeah, thank you for being here. You're part of that story too. Thank you. Give it up for him. Let's go. But really, all the parents, all the families sitting out here, we can't thank you enough because without your support, this over so many decades would not have been possible. All right, next up is Rollicking Hanukkah. Well, the kind of group you see in front of you that just played is a part of our program, but we have a really vibrant, as you know, parents, extracurricular program. So give us just a moment. We're going to shift over to one of those, to the jazz band, okay? And so we'll be right back with you.
Big round of applause for Austin Rowan. Big round of applause for George Grunditz. Big round of applause for Chase Newman. Big round of applause for Paolo Fryman. Big round of applause for Packy Lundholm. Big round of applause for Jeremy Sims. Big round of applause for Jonah Kohler. Big round of applause for Jonah Prober. Big round of applause for Leila Latash. Big round of applause for Mike Delaney. How about another big round of applause for all of our soloists? That was a song called Blues Machine, a song that maybe some of our alumni have played before. I forgot to ask. I'll ask later, I guess. This next song is definitely a song that some of them have played before. It's called Carnival del Sol. It kind of fluctuates between a kind of a 70s funk groove and it's something from Brazil, like a Carnival samba, sort of from Brazil. It's a lot of fun. And I tell you, before we close out our set here, I think I have a new love. I've been teaching for 25 years this year, and my professional love has always been just watching students grow. And I got a new one that I'm going to add to that, and that's watching alumni continue to grow. And when they come back here, it's such an amazing thing to hear them play. I love it. Thank you guys for being here. How about one big round of applause for all of our alumni? This is Carnival del Sol. Packy Lundholm on the drums.
Before we continue on, and as percussion are getting set, there's one of our participants here. I want to acknowledge, and he's acknowledged in the program, but it's someone who's truly a founding father for what you see happening here. He taught here for 27 years. It was the first full-time band director we had. And so we're so honored he's with us tonight. Will you give a round of applause to Mr. Mike Delaney? Mr. Kyrouac said it earlier, and I keep saying it. We're so grateful to all of you, our current students, and then soon you'll be our former students and our former students that are here again. It's all about the music, moments like we just had right there. It doesn't matter how many years since you've played, since you've been in these halls, we can all come together and have those moments that resonate for decades. So it's so powerful that you would come back to your junior high, right? After 10, 20, 30 years. That's why it's such a joy to work with these kids, and I think my colleagues would agree. So thank you. We're gonna end with a great mashup of Jingle Bells and Stars and Stripes Forever. Here's Jingle Bells Forever, and I hope you'll all take a moment in your busy lives and join us next door for a few treats and some conversation. Thank you.